Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're jumping into something super practical for anyone heading to Egypt or just learning the dialect: how to exchange phone numbers. It seems small, but it's one of those skills that really opens doors. So let's get right into it. So picture this: you're in Cairo, you've just met someone cool, and you're thinking, I'd love to stay in touch. But then it hits you. How do I actually ask for their number in a way that sounds natural? Don't worry, by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to do it. First things first, why are we even starting with numbers? Well, honestly, because they are the absolute building blocks for just about everything in daily life. You can't really get far without them. And I really mean every day. We're talking about getting someone's mobile number, obviously, but also haggling for prices in the market or setting up a time to meet a friend. Numbers are your key to actually doing things. It's an incredibly powerful first step. All right, you ready? Let's build that foundation. We're going to go through the numbers 0 to 10. The most important thing here is to listen to the pronunciation and just try saying them out loud after you hear them. Seriously, nobody's listening. Ready? Let's do this. Okay, let's kick things off with 0, 1, and 2. That's sefer, wahed, and ithnain. Now listen closely to how a native speaker says them.
صفر واحد اثنين.
Awesome. Go ahead and pause right here. Say them a few times. Get comfortable with them. Next up, we have 3, 4, and 5. So that's thalatha, arba'a, and khamsa. Now these are great examples of how Egyptian Arabic is different from the formal Arabic you might see in textbooks, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. But first, let's just listen. Thalatha, arba'a, khamsa. All right, your turn to try. And now, let's do 6, 7, and 8. That's sitta, sab'a, and tamania. See? You can kind of start to feel the rhythm of it, right? Let's have a listen. Sitta, sab'a, tamania. Fantastic, you're doing great. And to finish off our basic set, here are 9 and 10, tisa and ashra. Let's hear them one last time. Tisa, ashra. And just like that, you've got the foundation for basically any number you're going to need in a conversation. Well done! Okay, so you've got the numbers down. Awesome! Now for the fun part. Let's learn the actual phrases you need to ask for someone's number. There are a couple of really common ways to do it. Here are your 2 go-to options. The first one, rakmake, is super direct and common, kind of like saying, what's your number? The second one, mumkin rakmak, is just a little softer, a bit more like, could I get your number? Let's hear them both. Rakmake, mumkin rakmak. Honestly, you can use either one and you'll be perfectly understood. All right, let's see how this all clicks together. We're going to walk through a really quick, simple conversation so you can see the flow. We'll have person A ask and person B will give their number. So person A is going to kick things off with that direct question we just learned. Clear Arabic voice, rakamake. Simple as that, straight to the point. Okay, now listen to how person B replies. This is so important. They start with rakmi, which means my number is, and then they just say the digits one by one. Let's have a listen.
رقمي 011234.
And of course, once you've got the number, you gotta say thank you. This is a word you'll use constantly. Shukran. Shukran. And the classic go-to reply to shukran is al-afu, which is just like saying you're welcome. El-afu. And that's it. Boom. You've just had a complete, successful conversation. Before we wrap this up, I want to give you a few pro tips. These are the little things, the details, that will make you sound so much more natural. Less like you're reading from a textbook and more like a local. Okay, you really want to pay attention here because this is huge. First, in Egypt, you always say phone numbers 1 digit at a time. No at 22 or 45, always one by one. Second, for the number 2, you always use the Egyptian version, itnain, never the formal ifnain. And same for 3, it's always thalatha, not thalata. If you get these 3 things right, you will instantly sound way more fluent. So let's do a super quick final review. You've got your question, rakmake. You know how to start your answer, rakme. You've got your core numbers, and you know how to be polite with shukran and el-afwu. That is literally the entire package right there. And there you have it. You now have a truly fundamental skill for making real connections in Egypt. And remember, this is about way more than just numbers. It's about opening doors to new conversations, new experiences, and new friendships. So I guess the only question left is, what will you use it for first?